Denmark's national empathy curriculum teaches children aged 6 to 16 how to be kind, emotionally intelligent, and compassionate, including toward animals. This pioneering approach is reshaping education by proving that empathy is not just a virtue, but a skill that can be taught, nurtured, and used to build a better society. Teaching kindness, Denmark's bold educational experiment. In a world often plagued by division, cruelty, and emotional detachment, Denmark has taken a revolutionary step toward healing society from the ground up by teaching empathy in schools. Since 1993, every child aged 6 to 16 in Denmark has been required to attend a weekly empathy class known as Klassens, or class time. This isn't a one-off workshop or a feel-good assembly. It's a core part of the national curriculum, treated with the same importance as math, science, or language. These classes focus on emotional intelligence, active listening, cooperation, and real-world kindness. Students learn to identify and express their feelings, resolve conflicts peacefully, and support one another through challenges. They also explore how to treat animals with compassion, reinforcing the idea that kindness should extend beyond species boundaries. Empathy as a skill, not just a trait. One of the most powerful aspects of Denmark's approach is the recognition that empathy is not innate, it is learned. While some children may naturally show more sensitivity, the Danish education system believes that all children can be taught to understand and care about others. This belief is backed by research showing that early empathy education leads to greater emotional resilience, cooperation, and mental well-being later in life. In Klassens, students sit in circles with their teachers and peers, discussing real-life issues like bullying, exclusion, or personal struggles. They're encouraged to speak openly, listen attentively, and offer support. These sessions foster a safe space where vulnerability is not punished but honored, a radical shift from traditional classroom dynamics. Compassion beyond humans, animal welfare in the curriculum. Denmark's empathy classes go a step further by including animal welfare as a key component. Children are taught that how we treat animals reflects our values as a society. They learn about the needs of pets, farm animals, and wildlife, and explore ethical questions about human-animal relationships. This inclusion is more than symbolic. It instills a sense of responsibility and compassion toward all living beings, reinforcing the idea that kindness is not limited to those who can speak or advocate for themselves. In doing so, Denmark is raising a generation that sees empathy as a universal principle, not a selective one, a classroom model for the world. Denmark's empathy initiative is more than a national policy, it is a model that other countries are beginning to notice. In an age where bullying, social isolation, and emotional burnout are rising among children and teens, Denmark's approach offers a hopeful alternative. By embedding empathy into the fabric of education, the country is addressing root causes of social dysfunction rather than just symptoms. The results speak for themselves. Denmark consistently ranks among the top 3 happiest countries in the world, according to the United Nations World Happiness Report. While economic stability and healthcare play a role, many Danes credit their happiness to the culture of empathy that begins in childhood. Growing leaders with heart, empathy isn't just about being nice, it's about understanding others deeply, making ethical decisions, and leading with integrity. Denmark's curriculum teaches children that empathy is strength, not weakness. It's the foundation of healthy relationships, peaceful communities, and effective leadership. Students who grow up in this system are more likely to become adults who value collaboration over competition, dialogue over dominance, and compassion over cruelty. They're equipped not just to succeed academically, but to lead with heart in whatever field they choose. The science behind empathy education. Numerous studies support the benefits of empathy education. Research shows that children who engage in regular emotional learning develop better coping mechanisms for stress and anxiety, show higher levels of cooperation and teamwork, experience fewer behavioral problems and conflicts, perform better academically due to improved focus and classroom harmony. These outcomes are not accidental, they're the result of deliberate, sustained teaching practices that prioritize emotional growth alongside intellectual development. Building a kinder future, one lesson at a time. In a world that often feels overwhelmed by cruelty and disconnection, Denmark's empathy curriculum stands as a beacon of hope. It reminds us that kindness is not just a personal choice, it's a societal investment. By teaching children to care, listen, and act with compassion, Denmark is laying the groundwork for a more humane future. And perhaps the most beautiful part, this transformation doesn't require massive infrastructure or expensive technology. It begins with a simple idea: sit down, talk, listen, and care. One classroom at a time.